a service of CNC Worldwide.
The Daily is a service of CNC News and Jib Jab Greetings. I'm Bud Lowell. Full AccuWeather forecast right across the top of every CNC local news page. Lot to read in that forecast today. The National Weather Service has pretty much all of central and western New York under a wind advisory Friday. From now until midnight, we can expect southwest winds at 25 to 35 miles per hour with gusts up to 50, and that's enough to bring down scattered power lines and trees and make it hard to keep high-profile vehicles on the road. The strong winds Thursday caused some problems for the SUNY Geneseo crew team when their boat began to swamp on Canisius Lake. The college says the team was rowing practice for an upcoming regatta when strong gusts threatened to swamp the boat. The Livingston County Sheriff's Office says Coach Jason Rich helped the crew get to shore. Some spent about 15 minutes, though, in some pretty cold water. Deputies said all the rowers were checked by EMTs. Everybody was okay. Thursday's winds damaged the roof on the Mid-Lakes Primary and Intermediate School building in Phelps Clifton Springs. Principal Jamie Farr says the wind lifted and blew part of the roof off of the Ontario County School. No school Friday, so a roofing company can make permanent repair. School went on as normal for Mid-Lakes middle and high schools. Governor Cuomo's office says New York can now officially claim the title of America's yogurt capital. The Empire State surpassed California in yogurt production last year. It is now the top producer in the nation. The governor made that announcement while also lifting a lot of the state regulation from small and medium-sized dairy farms. That should make it easier for the majority of dairy producers to expand their herds without facing environmental permit requirements. Governor Cuomo says increased milk production will boost that growing yogurt industry, create jobs, and grow the economy in New York's dairy farming regions. That, of course, includes Genesee County, where a new yogurt factory has already expanded just months after opening. By the numbers, New York State yogurt processors turned out 692 million pounds of yogurt in 2012, 587 million for California, the previous champ. And in 2011, the numbers were almost the exact opposite, so that turnaround was in a single year. The U.S. District Court in Manhattan has duly approved Eastman Kodak's request for another extension in filing its bankruptcy recovery plan. Kodak now has until May 31st before anyone other than the company can file a reorganization plan. Kodak's lawyers also filed volumes of documents with the court Thursday, laying out the plan to sell the Kodak document imaging business to Brother of Japan. Kodak's debtors filed papers in support. That sale is one of the conditions of the refinancing deal worked out between Kodak and its lenders. The U.S. Attorney for Western New York says a Dominican man has pleaded guilty to drug charges in U.S. District Court in Rochester. William Hochul says Jose Nunez Donastor, also known as Jesus Perez and other names, pleaded guilty before U.S. District Court Judge Charles Siragusa. The charge was conspiracy to possess and distribute 500 grams or more of cocaine. The 33-year-old man faces a mandatory minimum sentence of 5 years, maximum of 40, and a $5 million fine. Nunez Donastor is also an illegal alien, which means he'll be deported to the Dominican Republic once he gets out of prison. Prosecutor Robert Marangola says Nunez Donastor and other conspirators handled significant amounts of cocaine traffic into the Rochester area, the drugs brought up by a car from Pennsylvania. The suspects were caught through court-ordered wiretaps in a joint federal Rochester police investigation. 10 people were arrested in all. Here are a couple of road projects to be aware of. In the city of Rochester, work starts this weekend on the street changes for the new East Avenue Wegmans. Crews will work all day Saturday on Probert Street, Winton Road, East and University Avenues, milling the surface off. They're having the roads reopened, albeit somewhat bumpy on Sunday night. They'll close again the following weekend to lay the new paving. By the way, Wegmans says it finished the interior construction on the new store and began taking deliveries this week. It does open on May 19th. That's still the schedule. In Gates, the state DOT has closed the Howard Road Bridge over the CSX railroad tracks for repair, and this is going to be a regular weekend event for the next 4 weeks, scheduled to be finished the weekend of May 10th. The Gates Fire District and the Monroe County Health Department sent investigators to a house on Avanti Drive in Gates Thursday after a 911 call reported finding an unknown radiological substance in a lead container. Gates declared a hazmat incident and called in the health department, the Monroe County hazmat team, and an EMS physician to investigate. Officials haven't commented on the cause or origin of the report. They do say no threat to the public was found. Rochester police are investigating two different shooting incidents in the city. Both sent victims to the hospital on Thursday afternoon. A 34-year-old was shot on Iceland Park off Jefferson Avenue on the southwest side about 4 Thursday afternoon. Shot in the lower body. He's in stable condition at Strong Memorial Hospital. And a 19-year-old man was shot about an hour later in an unrelated incident clear across town on Bay Street in the northeast. He was hit in both the upper and lower body. His wounds are non-life-threatening, and he's also recovering at Strong. Police say they don't have a motive for either shooting, asking anyone with information to call 911. And fire in a van last night damaged the roof of a city garage, but firefighters were able to save the building. The utility van that was backed up to Andy's collision on York Street went up in flames for an undetermined reason. Flames were starting to take the building's roof when firefighters got there and contained it. To the left of the player window are links to these and other stories. At the bottom of the page, links you can use to post news and information directly to us. Tell us what you've seen. If you've captured some great cell phone video and have it up on YouTube, let us know or email it to us. The next news is as it happens. The updates are as necessary, and I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.